I'm a DJ boy, going to Dcentral, minting NFT, from the bayous, being crypto poor but JPay rich.
That being said, let me introduce our next speaker who's going to talk about merged mining. How exciting. Let's see what he has to say. Mr. Nathan Hatzfeld. Give him a round of applause.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so today I want to talk about merged mining. Merged mining is something most people haven't heard of, but it was something Satoshi Nakamoto talked about in 2010 as a mechanism of mining multiple currencies on a single proof of work. So we spend all this time trying to find how to scale blockchain. And I would argue that the solution has been in front of our face this whole time. What we're essentially doing with merge mining is we're recycling hash rate and applying it to other chains, and it lets them essentially outsource their security to a stronger proof of work chain. The percentage of Bitcoin blocks is pretty steady. Most blocks are mining multiple coins at the same time. And proof of work, or all blockchains in general, one of the most important functions of a blockchain is to generate revenue. And in a proof of work chain and a proof of stake chain, revenue can be thought of as a function of security. The more revenue generated, the more difficult it is to attack a chain. And as you can see, the average market cap is increasing, annual security spend is increasing, but the percentage of market cap capitalization is falling in proportion. The block subsidy on Bitcoin is shrinking, halving every 4 years, and the fees are capped. And so Bitcoin's kind of approaching, it's not close, but it is in the future where there might not be enough revenue to justify energy expenditures on the network, and that's going to cause issues with security. And so you see there, the original blocks were 50. Today, blocks are 6.25. In 2 years from now, they're going to halve even again. And then they become pretty minuscule after that in 2028. You need prices of Bitcoin in million plus to justify the revenue on chain and security. And so there are a few merged mine tokens. Some of them are pretty big, some of you probably heard of. Most of these merged mine tokens, they focus on extending smart contract capabilities on Bitcoin. UTXO is a pretty difficult environment to program in, so they are trying to make that easier. That's one of the things Ethereum did different, was that they created what was called the EVM, the Ethereum Virtual Machine, in Solidity, which is really similar to JavaScript. It's much easier to develop in, but it's not quite as secure. I'm with a group called Syscoin that has put the EVM on Bitcoin essentially. We're dual chains. We have a UTXO and an EVM. The UTXO is merge mined. It has 30% of the global hash rate, and it applies that to the EVM. And then on top of that, we're running rollups. And the rollups are plugging into the layer 1. What's cool about rollups is that rollups inherit the security of the layer 1. So generally speaking, most chains are most chains are going to want to post proofs to a very secure layer 1. Everything else is moot if it's not secure. And for most people, that means Ethereum. But what Syscoin is doing is we are offering the ability to post rollups to Bitcoin. The proof of work, which is behind the value of Bitcoin, we open that up to the broader ecosystem. So like if you guys are an EVM machine or like EVM compatible, you can plug into Syscoin, which is directly connecting into that Bitcoin proof of work. And it creates a very secure environment to launch financial tools and rollups and any other kind of use case you could think of for blockchain. So my time is running out. I think we have a very cool project. We're doing something very different. We have a lot of very cool tech to talk about. Please check us out at Syscoin.org, and we have a booth on the second floor. Thank you.